All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 5 of our Hutan Pantai series. I'm just back here. What do I got to kind of report with you? Our canola fields are coming in nice, except I was just cruising around, like looking at these canola fields. I'm just gonna go back to this other one back here. It's like this one's super patchy. Like we just got like this weird like bald patch on the side here, and I really don't understand why. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe that's just kind of part of the new game. Like it's just that some of it doesn't grow in real good. Same with the rice fields. Like there's like these weird kind of like patchy marks. I don't know if I did something weird when I was planting or I don't, or maybe that's just the way it goes. I don't know. Maybe that's like I said, part of the game where sometimes the seeds and stuff don't go down perfectly, and you don't just get perfect fields all the time, right? Which makes sense. I mean, it is probably realistic that that would happen every now and then, but just weird. Just weird. I'm not sure why that's going down. But okay, let's check our. Let's do a couple things here. Let's go through our finances, and we can go through kind of what I did between last episode and now. I didn't really do anything except a bunch of contracts. Where are our contract income? Where is it? Where contract income? So yeah, I just did a few contracts. I did one like spinach harvesting contract. That's where I got this harvest income after I harvested all the spinach on like this massive field. It took forever. I kind of was like regretting doing it at the end. I'm like, oh God, because those like spinach harvesters are like 3 meters wide. So it takes a bit of time. But I got a bunch of extra cash at the end of it. The contract was like 20 grand. And then in the end, I got an extra 20 grand from like selling off because you get money for the excess of the harvest, which was kind of sweet. So it was actually pretty worth it. But that's basically where all our money came. So we're at 380 grand. So the one thing that I've just been kind of toying with, uh, I'm gonna buy another plot of land here because we're gonna be harvesting. Let's go into our we're gonna be harvesting our canola real soon, real soon. Um, yeah, we should be harvesting our canola. I think I can't remember exactly when we planted it. Oh, just kind of ghosted this tractor in here. Anyways, I'm thinking about buying this plot of land because it's empty right now. It's plowed, and what we'll be able to do is like we're come back in here next month. We'll be able to plant canola, so that's pretty awesome. Now, I've kind of been toying with buying this cornfield beside us. Like I know corn isn't really on our main kind of like list of things to do, but it's like grown. I don't know if it was fertilized though. Yeah, like not that we won't get good yield off it, but like it's just the AI stuff. It didn't fertilize it, and there's like you can see there's weeds growing in there. Oh, I guess it got sprayed. Okay, anyways, well, regardless, I was gonna buy this field, and then like we could harvest it. We could lease some headers. We could lease some headers and harvest it, but I was like, I don't even know if it's worth it. The main reason why I don't think it's worth it is because we wouldn't be able to plant canola in it anyways. Like the earliest we're going to be able to harvest any corn is going to be in October, and that's past our canola planting season. So it's just we would have like an empty field for the year unless we planted something else in it. But I want to just, I mean, I guess we could do it and sell the corn, but there's nothing even that we could plant unless I'm just thinking about this right now. We get the cornfield, harvest it in October or November, whenever it is. Come through the spring, we could plant oats in it in March, and then harvest the oats in August, and then we could plant the canola in it. So we could kind of flip around some. Yeah, that might be worth it. I don't know. That cornfield's not going anywhere for right now, but yeah, I'm thinking for sure we'll buy this field over here. So actually, nothing good in the store. baler, MacDon headers for swathing. If we had extra cash, we could swath. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. We got to just stick to what we're doing. So this farmland, so this is 180 grand. So it's kind of expensive. This one's only 120. I don't really know. I know for sure that we need to get more land and we need to get as much canola as we can get going next year. So I'm gonna buy this land right now and watch our money go down. Yeah, so we're at 200,000. I'll just think more on this cornfield. Part of me is starting to think maybe we will just get it, get the corn off it, put oats on it, get the oats off it, just sell it kind of whenever. But I really want to build. I guess that doesn't really matter either. We can just store the canola in these silos because we're going to have rice and canola stored in these silos. And then the next thing I really want to do is build the production facility to get a whole bunch of cash going. So yeah, we got this patchy canola field here, which isn't really going to yield us too much, to be honest. We've got our rice fields that same thing, they're just like a little patchy, don't really understand, but I got rid of this building that was beside us here because it doesn't hold anything. It didn't do anything. It was just in the way. And this is where I'm thinking I'm going to put the production facility. Also, let's go into this. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is selling some of these rice saplings. I don't really know exactly. Like, I mean, it's only 4 grand, but I might sell some of those in the future. I don't know, because we don't really need that many to plant all the fields, the rice fields. But that's kind of my plans right now. Is we got to get these fields harvested, and that'll be happening basically next month. But I wanted to bring you guys in here before I go through. I wanted to buy that plot of land so that we can get prepped to plant canola in it. So let's just sleep real quick here. I'll hit the sleep button. I'll bring you back in just 1 sec. I won't let the animation run through. I'll bring you back in 1 sec and we'll be in the next month. Okay, team, we are back here. It is August. I just ran up and grabbed our planter and we're going to take it down and get some canola going on this field. Then we got canola fields that we need to harvest, and we also got rice fields that need to harvest, or that we need to harvest rather. I think what I'm going to do for this, like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Let's set a worker on this because it's gonna take a little while, and I don't know if we have enough seed to do this, although we have 80% full in the tank, so maybe. Just maybe. Now, another thing that we need to do, let's back this up. I don't really know if we're going to for sure need that tractor right away, because we can use the grain truck. And then we're going to have to fire up these harvesters, but I got to go around and I got to unpark everything. So let's do that. Let's just do one thing at a time here. Let's jump out. Let's jump in our rice harvester. Let's fire this bad boy up. Oh. Oh yeah, this thing's dialed. Okay. Let's bring this over. Let's take this down to the far field, I think. Take it down to the far field and we'll get it started down there. We'll just work our way back and out. Yeah, this thing is this thing's kind of awesome. But yeah, I don't understand why the fields are like patchy like that. The one thing too is the far field that we're going to. When I thought it was done, I thought it was done being harvested because I seen like our planting unit at the one corner of the field, and I'm like, oh, it must have finished. And then I kind of just went and started doing some other stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll come back and park that thing in a second. And I went off and just was getting a few things set away. I think I was getting a fertilizing contract done, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter. I came back and there was still one more row that needed to be planted, or one more pass. So I guess it would have been like 4 or 5 rows. So I went and put some more saplings in the unit. I came over and I did it, and I seen some spots that looked like they, like when I planted it, there's some areas that like you can see has like the green mulch. It almost looks like mulch underneath it. I guess I could just start this wherever. Let's go like this. There we go. Yeah, it has like the green mulch underneath it. And what I did is since I had like a full planter full, if you will, I I just like went over a few spots, turned on the planter, and like tried to plant over those areas. I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't get it here or something. I'm not too sure. Bees in here? Are those just dead? What? I'm so confused. Do plants just die like this? Like I got this weird like little patchy spot right here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out rice a little bit better. We're not the most experienced rice farmers, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go back up in here. What I want to do, we don't need cultivated. We don't need, like it says, yeah, growing, ready to harvest. We obviously have harvested, withered, seed bed. Yeah, like we got like these weird patchy spots. So when we plant this field, I'm really gonna look for any of those weird like patchy spots and just see if something changes. I'm not too sure. It definitely seems like I'm not using enough seed. Like we're still 82% full, 1045 liters. Like still the tank hasn't dropped at all. Is that just because it's like an easy economy mode or something like that? Is that what that is? I don't know. Okay, let's jump back out of this. Let's go get in this harvester. Fire it up and we'll unpark it. Okay, let's get this guy fired up. It's really not going to take that long to harvest these fields. And oh, let's go back to this one. Jump out. Let's jump in this truck. We'll fire this up. We'll unpark this one as well. Let it run for a second. And then let's go here. Oh yeah, we're gonna unfold this bad boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. Here's what my kind of plan was. Is I think I'm gonna do is I'll do a little bit of a time lapse of me harvesting both these fields, because I almost got a feeling I should be able to just like kind of do them, and let's click this just to make sure. How do I want to park this? I'll just park this up on the road so that if I do have to dump some grain out of it, it should be in a good spot. Okay. Let's jump back into this unit. Okay. I gotta make sure my... Oh. Did I do that right? Steering assist on. Okay. That's it. That's what we're gonna do right there. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of a time lapse of me getting these fields cut, and I'll bring you guys back in just one sec. Okay, folks, we're back here. We got these fields dialed in big time. Our grain, the grain tank is full on the rice harvester for sure. So let's shut this bad boy off. Um, yeah, I guess we could just park this over here right now, real quick. Let's back this in here. Our once a year thing. Set that down. Park that. Yes, this guy is full here. Except I don't want to. Okay, I'll think of that in a second here. Okay, so this guy's still just giving her. Here's the thing, man. Like, yeah, it must be because it's like on economic easy mode or something that we're not using as much seed. Like, it doesn't make sense that we still have 81% of. What's this guy doing? Okay. I thought maybe this guy was like stuck in this corner or something. All right, let's jump over to this. So 6,981 liters, so almost 7,000 liters of canola comes off these fields, so that's good to know. Let's dump this in here real quick, and then let's go get we'll go get our rice harvester unloaded as well. And I was like thinking about it more and more. I think I am gonna buy that cornfield and do what we talked about before. Get the cornfield, pull all the corn off of it. I don't know. I think we'll just have to basically go sell it right away, which is fine because we don't really have anywhere to store it. I think I can only have 2 different crops in that grain silo. I'll check. I don't really know how this game is set up, but I think I can only have 2. I think. We'll see though. Okay, let's. And I really don't understand why there's like some dead spots. Let's just leave this right there. Let's jump over into this unit. Can I just give her the old, what are you doing here? There we go. Yeah, getting these like dead spots. It's not going to be good for our yield. Alright, let's put this pipe back in. I'm gonna have to figure out how that happens or why that happens. Okay, is this thing gonna just leave? Is this gonna just go right where it left off? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, so we are just getting planted over here. Looks like this guy just has a couple headlands left to do, and then this field should be 0%. Yeah, it needs rolling. We're gonna have weeds growing on it. 50% fertilized, which is from before. Let's block by an object. So now let's bring this unit over. And what we'll have to end up doing is we'll take our other tractor, we'll go down, we'll lease a set of rollers so that we can roll that field out. I'll bring these fertilizers down over. I'll bring this fertilizing unit. And maybe what I'll do, I just want to see if I put some fertilizer on it right now, if it gives me 100%. I don't know if it will. So let's just test. Should. Yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'll just back this tractor up real quick, and I'll just kind of park him out of the way. Then we'll lease a set of rollers, have them sitting down at the store so I can go get them. And then we're gonna have to cultivate these fields behind us and do all that kind of stuff. So let's just park him right there. Where's our other tractor? Oh, never mind. Haha, our other tractor's here working. So we'll need to get rollers and we'll need to get those cultivators going on basically all our fields. Let's go real quick. So this field doesn't need plowing, which is good. Shouldn't. Same with these other ones. Like, none of these fields should need plowing since we got all of them plowed. Right? I really got to figure out these dead spots. Does it tell you if I go into crops? Oh. Root crops, vegetables, rice. Then dry planted rice, it also produces a much higher yield to plant the rice. Yeah, when growing rice, it is important to note that the field may only remain flooded for a certain period of time. If water remains in the field for too long, a number of rice plants will die. Okay. Keep the field flooded after planting for two more months before it has to be dry for the third stage. Okay. 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 So that's why you can empty the fields. Mm-hmm. Now that makes sense. Okay. There we go. We just gotta read. We just gotta read. So that is what we have to. So 2 months. So we flood the field, we plant, we fertilize, or yeah, fertilize, whatever. Then we need to wait 2 months, let them grow, empty the fields. Ha 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 ha. Okay. All right then. Yeah, because knowledge is power. Okay, that's good to know though. Like that's good. It's good that we figured that out, and it's not as difficult as I thought. Okay, let's leave this sitting right. Actually, leave this sitting right up here because that harvester definitely won't be full. Let's go check on. Yeah, our guy's seeding. He's doing good. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy finish seeding, and then I will fertilize. I'll bring you back once we're rolling these fields, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, we have got the field harvested. What I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna pull it around here. This tractor needs a little bit of work. I don't know. It's like it's really hard to pull that one hill. Let's see if I can jump out here. I don't know if it's because we need to repair this tractor, but we're gonna repair it, get it back to 100%, except the paint. Paint needs a little bit of work, but I mean it's got 225 hours on it, so there. We'll get this tractor all fixed up, and then what I'm gonna do? Let's back this over. Doesn't really matter where I put this. Maybe I'll put it by the woodshed over here. But I'm going to hook onto the cultivators and get a worker going. Cultivating one of these fields. I leased a set of rollers that they're hooked down to the other tractor. We'll set this down there. So let's grab these cultivators and go cultivate one of these fields. Now it says there's weeds growing on our other canola field up there, and which is fine because we can deal with that after. I'm like, yeah, let's go on this map here. Hot spots. Looks like a little spot got missed there, but like this is telling me everything's growing. Like it doesn't show that we've missed anywhere like seeding. Like if I go to cultivated or if I take that off, these are just plowed, right? I don't know what that spot is there. It's not withered. It's not removed for. Not too sure. Unknowable. Unknowable questions. Actually, let's just go first thing here. I want to just pull over. Let's drag these cultivators right through this section here, because this is where we had that weird little dead spot. Okay. Okay, well that takes it off there. That takes it off there. Okay. I'm just gonna set a worker to do that. Let's fire this engine back up. I just emptied this, but I'm gonna empty it again, because why not? On our way, flying past this other, or by the grain truck. And now we know, yeah, I gotta empty those fields. Now we know. We'll become a good rice farmer by the end of this. We'll have rice figured right out. Okay, let's get the last little bit of this dumped out of here. And we'll start this field. And then we're going to go over and we will get going rolling that new canola field. Yep. Set up right here. I actually think, let's go through this real quick here. Yeah, I'm just going to get someone to do this, to be honest. I'm going to get someone to do this, and then let's jump back up to this truck, and let's go dump our rice into the silos. And then we're going to just take a little look at everything. I kind of have been thinking a bit more too, depending on how it all works. It might be... Let's go into... Shoot, we can just even go into this mode real quick here. Like, when you plant these rice fields, they automatically level out the area. Like, you can see these are very, very level, and it's going to build, like, this ridge around it. I was kind of thinking, I wonder... At one point, I was thinking maybe leaving this as a laydown, but we have quite a bit of room here. I mean, there's, like, a whole bunch of room here to park stuff. I was thinking maybe about turning this into a rice field. And even potentially this field into a rice field. And then if I had this big one here for canola, this one over here that we've just planted in canola, eventually get this one here for canola, this one here for canola, and maybe even this one for canola, and we would be pretty dialed in, right? All of our rice operation would be up here, and then this would just be Canola City. Is kind of my thought process as I've been doing it more and more, because this is kind of like a nice flat area already right here. It's up close to the rice harvester since that rice harvester goes so slow. And even this area right here, it's a pretty nice little area. I don't know if we would eventually have enough money to buy this plot, because like even if I go into the map here, like this is just, well, 275. I guess it's not that too terribly much. I think it's this one that, yeah, like this one's like 420. We don't need any of that. But either way, we could leave this whole area up here, can all be rice, and then this would all just be canola. Canola, canola, canola. This is 120 grand, but I'm just going to think about it a little bit more, but I'm almost certain we're going to buy that, get the corn off of it, and kind of do what we said in regards of doing oats, and then that'll bring us into canola season again next year at this time. We could plant canola. And at least that field we could get some stuff off it. All we would have to do, like we already have a combine, so we just have to rent headers, corn headers, which is, it's easy to do. It's cheap enough. It's not really that big a deal. If we go in here, where would our corn headers be? Those are 50 grand, 6 meters wide. Yeah. Cheap, decent set of corn headers right there. Get that field cleared off. What's it cost to do this? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cheap to do it. Honestly, I'm thinking let's just do this right now. Let's get this field. Spend the money. Actually, here, this is what I'm going to do. Just going to save my game real quick. Okay, we're going to be down to like 60K. But that's alright. We still can take a loan if we need. But we don't really need to take a loan. We don't really need to take a loan because we have enough like cash for everything. What's this? Cultivating? Okay, let's borrow items. Let's take that contract right now. That's a good one to do. Baling. I definitely don't feel like baling right now. Green beans, no. Red beet, no. Green beans, no. Carrots, God, no. Red beet, green beans. Those are just the worst. Just the most time consuming. The most time consuming. Um, contracts that you could ever have. Let's just borrow items for that too. We can do that one. Stone picking. Number 2. How long would that take? That would probably take forever. I don't know if we feel like doing that. Do we feel like doing that? No, I don't feel like doing that. Because you know this thing doesn't hold that much. If I go back. Where is it at? Where is it at? Let's go see how much that thing holds. But I get you. Actually, rocks don't fill up that fast. They don't really. They didn't used to, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad. But okay, I think that's probably gonna do it for this episode. I'm just gonna let everybody keep going here. I'm gonna get these fields finished off. We'll get this field cultivated. We'll get kind of the other one cultivated. What I'll end up doing is I'll bring you guys back in October when we are harvesting corn. That's going to be our next episode. We'll harvest that corn. We'll then cultivate the field, get everything pulled off of it, and get it prepped and ready to do oats in the spring. Also, what we'll be doing in the next episode is getting the rice fields ready to go and getting them prepped so that we can plant them in the spring as well. I want to get a production facility going, obviously, but we don't have any money right now for it. I could take out a loan and put it down, but we don't really need to. It's fine if we just kind of... I'm just going to get contracts and stuff done and grind out contracts for the next little bit, try and save up as much cash as we can. Then we'll buy the production facility and get that rocking, and then we'll be able to like see some really good money coming in. Once we have more, like we'll have those 2 big canola fields going down here. We can either change these into a rice field or keep it canola. Regardless, we'll have a bunch of good crops coming in consistently that we can keep that production facility just rocking, and hopefully get a ton of oil at it. This guy's stuck and I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh no, he got it sorted. Okay, right on. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like always, if you can, smack that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Would all be greatly appreciated. Don't feel like you ever have to. Yeah, we'll see you guys back in the next episode. We'll keep rocking on the farm here. I'm excited the way it's going. And yeah, this is Ultra Farmer. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch you on the next episode.